Large sample test means where more than 30 samples will be taken. 30 or more samples will be taken. So when more than 30 samples are there in the observation, then we take it to the large sample test. Okay, so it is also one of the normal distribution Z test. Okay, and we discussed the problem on population mean, testing for a population mean, and today we'll discuss the problem on the equality of means of populations. That is, two populations will be there. So both populations, we assume that their means are same, equal. For example, first year students one group, second year students one group, and we assume that the average height of both first year and second year group both are same. The average height of both first year students and second year students are same, and we check for that whether really they are same or not. So that is called as check for, that is, sorry, test for equality of means of population. Okay, so in the from the textbook, question number 11, we'll solve that today, and I will read. 450 boys and 350 girls are appeared for second PUC examination. Okay, 450 boys and 350 girls. 450 boys and 350 girls appeared for second PUC examination. The mean and standard deviation of marks obtained by boys are 53 and 18 respectively. That is, these 450 boys mean x bar 1, we call it as a x bar 1, and for girls x bar 2. So boys average marks is 53, and standard deviation here, samples standard deviation, so I am naming it as S. So S1 is equal to 18, and the mean and SD of the marks obtained by girls are 50 and 14. So girls marks, mean marks x bar 2 is equal to 50, and standard deviation S2 is equal to 14. Okay, and the question is there any significant difference between mean marks obtained by boys and girls? Okay, so the question is whether is there any difference between the mean marks, average marks between boys and girls. So by seeing, we can say here boys scored 53, average marks of boys is 53 and standard deviation is 18, and average marks of girls is 50 and standard deviation is 14. So huge difference here. But when we count the sample number, 450 boys and 350 girls. Okay, so based on that, and here standard deviation of both, it varies a lot. So depending on that, we go for checking hypothesis. So here null hypothesis first. So H0, what to write in H0? So simple. What the question is there? What question he has asked? Is there any significant difference between the mean marks obtained by both boys and girls? And we assume that the average marks of both boys and girls here, that is both the population, are equal. Okay, so we don't know that, but here there is no significant difference between marks scored by both boys and girls. So in the words, symbolically, we assume mu1 is equal to mu2. So population mean mu. So first population mean mu1 and second population mean mu2. So both mu1 and mu2 are equal. Now alternative hypothesis H1. So this is the actual question what he has asked, that there is a difference. So we write here, there is a significant difference between marks scored by boys and girls. So symbolically mu1 is not equal to mu2. So just what he has asked here, is there any difference? So we write there is no difference and there will be a difference. It may be more, it may who are more scorer, who are less scorer, or boys are better than girls, or boys are poorer than girls. Such questions are not asked here. Okay, so is there any difference? If it is more boys more, girls less, then also is a difference. If a boys less, girls score is more, then also difference. So both are assumed as a difference. So not equal to mu2. Both are not same. Okay, it is two-tailed test. Two-tailed test. Okay, now the formula Z test under H naught is Z is equal to. Okay, so here since the two populations are there, both populations mean we have to take in the difference, and the formula will be x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by root of, since sample standard deviation is given, I'll write here s1 square divided by n1 plus s2 square divided by n2. Okay, what is n1 here? First population, that is boys. So boys population we assume as a n1 and girls population, that sample n2. Okay, now fill the values in the formula. So z is equal to x bar 1 53 minus x bar 2 50 divided by root of s1 square 18 square. So 18 square divided by n1 450 plus s2 square 14 square divided by n2, that is 350. Okay, now z is equal to 53 minus 50 is 3 divided by 18 square 324 divided by 450 is equal to 0.72 plus 14 square is 196 divided by 350 is equal to 0.56 under the root. So z is equal to 3 divided by 0.72 plus 0.56 is equal to 1.28 and root of 1.28 is 1.1314. Okay, so 3 divided by 1.1314 is 2.6455, approximately 2.65. Okay, so every point are important here. That point will make a difference here. And it is a two-tailed test, and in the problem they have not given at what percentage. So is there any significant difference between mean marks obtained by boys and girls? But the level of significance 1% or 5% they are not mentioned here. When level of significance is not given, take 5% always and mention that at 5% level of significance, critical value. Okay, so it is a two-tailed test, and for two-tailed test 5% level of significance, the table value is 1.96 plus or minus 1.96. So in a graph, if we draw it, plus 1.96 and here minus 1.96. Since it is two-tailed test, write critical value both the side and mark it. Okay, and our answer is 2.65, and no doubt it appears positive value is there, so it appears in the critical region. Z calculation 2.65. So that is critical value alpha and Z calculation value 2.65. It appears in the critical region. So now the comment here, since Z calculation lies in the rejection region or symbolically minus 1.96 is less than Z calculation, but Z calculation is not less than 1.96, is greater than 1.96. So it should lie in between both the critical values, but it is lying outside the positive critical value. So H naught is rejected. So H naught is rejected means H1 is accepted, and H1 is, there is a significant difference between the mean marks scored by boys and girls. Okay, so since our Z calculation lies in the critical region or rejection region, H naught is rejected and H1 is accepted. There is a significant difference between mean marks scored by boys and girls.